YouTube is your boy Jeffy Coco, and I'm back like I'm not your own father. Yes sir, yes ma'am. So guys, today's video I'm gonna watch like the things that I didn't know in South Africa, bro. Yeah, let's get into it. Before we go to it, let's get my YouTube channel to 1k subs. Let's reach 1k subs, bro. Come on.
In South Africa, there is a hidden pocket of land that has more plant species in a single square kilometer than the legendary Amazon rainforest. A mountain so ancient that the Himalayas, the Alps, and the Rockies are like newborns in its presence.
Okay.
Buckle up, because the next few minutes are going to completely rewire how you see South Africa. Starting off with fact 30. Let's start with the coastline, because South Africa's ocean situation is not normal. The sea temperature on the west coast sits at around 12 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's cold that side, bro.
Almost aggressive. Meanwhile, the east coast at the exact same latitude is sitting at a comfortable 24 degrees. That's a 12-degree difference.
Yeah, bro. You see, when you're in that side, the east side, when you go there, bro, you have to go with your sunscreen. Bro, you'll come back home. You'll be black, bro. Now you have to bleach yourself. I'm telling you.
The largest coastal temperature gap of any country on Earth. Two completely different marine ecosystems shaped by two different ocean currents on either side of the same country. Isn't that awesome? Fact 29. Most people have never heard of Paarl Rock, and that's honestly a shame. It's the world's second largest exposed granite boulder, covering 22 full hectares and visible from 25 kilometers
What kind of rock is that one?
away. Located in the Western Cape, South Africa, it has been sitting there massive and completely unbothered for hundreds of millions of years.
Dang.
Tourists fly past it on the way to wine country and don't even look up. One of the biggest rocks on Earth, and it barely makes the tourism brochures. Fact 28. Now this one bothers me a little if I'm honest. Mapungubwe Hill is the site of a powerful Iron Age civilization that flourished over 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years?
Sophisticated, and a real kingdom. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the uncomfortable
I never hear about that mountain, Red Hill, bro.
truth is that most South Africans have never visited it. Fact 27.
Yeah.
Boesmansgat. Try saying that 3 times fast. It's a cave sinkhole that plunges 283 meters straight down into underwater darkness. One of the deepest freshwater sinkholes in the world
That's
ever
deep,
explored by divers. And it has claimed lives. Multiple experienced, highly trained divers have died attempting to reach the bottom. Some places on this earth were already Forest is the oldest protected forest on the entire African continent. The Yellowwood trees standing there right now are over 800 years old. They were
Whoa, those trees are 800 years old.
already towering ancient giants before Columbus ever set sail, before the Renaissance, before most of Europe's great cathedrals were even finished. You walk through Tsitsikamma and you are walking through 8 centuries of uninterrupted
That's old, that's
life.
old.
That's not just nature, that's a living archive. Fact 24. South Africa's elephants have been spotted swimming across rivers more than 4 kilometers wide, and they do it by using their trunks as snorkels, held above the water like a biological periscope. These are land animals casually doing submarine maneuvers. If you ever needed proof that elephants are in a category of their own, there it is. Fact 23. Every August, something almost unbelievable happens in the Namakwaland Desert. Millions upon millions of daisies burst open across the landscape, turning an otherwise dry, barren wasteland into the world's largest natural flower display. The ground becomes a carpet of orange, white, and yellow that stretches further than you can see. 1 month a year, this place looks like a painting. The other 11 months? Desert. It's like the land is showing off once a year just to remind you it can. Fact 22. Shark Alley near Gansbaai on the Western Cape is the great white shark capital of the world.
Oh,
More
the
great
shark
white sharks per square kilometer than anywhere else on the planet. Cage diving here is a legitimate tourist activity.
Oh, there's a cage diving.
People pay money to be lowered into that water in a metal cage. And honestly, having seen the footage, I understand the appeal, and I also understand why I will never do it personally. Fact 21. The Cape Peninsula, just the peninsula, covers only 471 square kilometers. Yet in this tiny space, it packs in 2,285 plus plant species.
Whoa,
more
so
than
many
the
species,
Amazon
bro.
rainforest. Yes, the Amazon, the global gold standard for biodiversity. For a quick comparison, in the Cape Peninsula, there are 4.8 plants per square kilometer, whereas in the Amazon, it's 0.007 species per square kilometer. And yet almost nobody talks. Fact 18. The Sutherland Observatory gets up to 300
Sutherland
clear nights per
Observatory.
year. It sits at altitude in dry air, far from any light pollution. One of the
Okay.
darkest, clearest skies on the planet. Astronomers from around the world come here specifically because nowhere else gives you this kind of visibility. Scientists say that if there are signals out there from other civilizations, I mean from aliens, Sutherland is one of the best addresses on Earth to receive them. Fact 17.
Okay.
White rhinos were once nearly gone, hunted to the edge of extinction. Numbers collapsed to the point where survival was genuinely in question. And then South Africa did something
Yeah, there were like 80 rhinos left.
remarkable. Through decades of conservation work, protection,
Oh, sorry,
and
100.
managed
There
breeding,
were 100.
it brought the species back. Today, South Africa has the world's largest population of free-roaming white rhinos. That's a human success story on a global scale. But we people don't celebrate it enough. Fact 16. The deepest mines on Earth are in South Africa. Some refrigeration and ventilation engineering ever built just to keep the air that without active cooling are in South Africa. Some reaching over white rhinos. That's a human success story on a global scale. But we
Yeah.
people don't celebrate it enough. Fact 16. The deepest mines on Earth are in South Africa. Some
Oh.
reaching over 4 kilometers underground.
That's a
At
deep-
those depths, the
that's
rock
deep, bro.
temperature is so extreme that without active cooling, the tunnels would be literally lethal. These mines require some of the most
How do they breathe?
sophisticated refrigeration and ventilation engineering ever built just to keep the air breathable. Real
Oh.
people go down there every day to work. The engineering keeping them alive is extraordinary. So
Okay.
is their courage. Fact 15. The African clawless otter, the world's second largest freshwater otter, lives along South Africa's coast, and it has been observed surfing, riding ocean waves for no apparent reason other than enjoyment. This is an animal that lives between the river and the sea, navigates two completely
chilling.
different aquatic environments, and apparently decided that waves are fun. Honestly, the whole region. Fact 11. The Sterkfontein Caves near Johannesburg have produced more early human fossils than any other site on Earth. The whole
Okay.
region is officially called the Cradle of Humankind, and that
Cradle
name
of
is not
Humankind.
marketing, it's science. And here's the part I want you to sit with. The fossils found here may represent your direct ancestors. Not
Okay.
metaphorically, not loosely, literally. The bones of the people who came before all of us, resting in caves outside Johannesburg. The Whale Nursery at Hermanus has been declared the best land-based whale watching destination on Earth by WWF. Southern right whales come here to breed and raise their young in the sheltered bay.
Yeah.
And you don't need a boat, a wetsuit, or any special equipment. You walk to the cliff edge, look down, and watch whales. That's it. That's the whole experience. And it's the best in the world.
The best,
Fact
bro.
3. African penguins in South Africa in subtropical heat on beaches
I didn't know you have penguins,
where
bro.
people sunbathe. These
have
penguins
penguins.
didn't get the memo about Antarctica. They live in warm coastal conditions, waddling around on beaches, nesting in burrows, completely rewriting everything your brain associates with the word penguin. Geography breaks every assumption you've ever made, and these birds are proof. Fact 2. Table Mountain in Cape Town is approximately 600 million years old. The Himalayas are around 50 million. The Alps, about 34 million. The Rockies, roughly 80 million. Table Mountain is older than all of them combined. It was ancient before those mountain ranges even existed. It has sat there, flat-topped and patient, watching the entire...
Video. I'll see you again on the next video. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'll see you. It's your boy Tiff Cook and I'm out like I'm not your own father.